Mean that it carries some weight. Worry in traffic, I move through the hate. What you learn, I'm feeling myself. Hop about the road, they calling it murder. Fool for thought this shit, it came with a serve. Repeating my level, the body you reach. I just keep it on the up and up.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Y'all on another episode on Up and Up Podcast with B. Y'all could have been doing anything else. Y'all could have been rocking anywhere else. Y'all decided to come and kick it with us. As always, I appreciate that. I'm going to get straight to it tonight because I got some special guests in the building. People that came in to bless the booth with me. I do appreciate it. As always, I saved them for last. You know what I'm saying? So y'all give me a minute and I will, you know what I'm saying, chime them in. Mr. Controversy, what is... Let me catch this door real quick. My bad, bro. Controversy, what's going on with you, sir?
What's going on, bro?
You all right tonight, man?
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm always good.
Hey, man, to that, brother. Good to see you, man. Hey,
working
look,
and grinding.
That's what it is, man. Look, Cobb, what's going on with you, bro?
Oh, man, nothing much. Same old, same old.
My dog. Good to see you as well, man.
Good
Look,
bit.
you know what I'm saying? Hey, my wife is sliding in right here on the back end of me, baby. You know what I'm saying? We are live. Look, hey, nah. You can tell everybody, hey, after you get situated.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? I got two of my three people in here, man. My last dude is running on CP time in real life. You know what I'm saying? I saved that for him as well or whatever. But anywho, though, man, you know what I'm saying? I go to my left and then I go to the back, man. You know what I'm saying? To my immediate left.
I'm slow.
What?
I just realized they mean colored people town.
Yes.
Wow.
Dog. Look, man, what's... All right,
I
Joe.
would say don't tell nobody else that. Man.
Look,
It's too
keep
late.
that to
Everybody
yourself.
knows
You got to keep that to yourself, man. Look, don't tell nobody that, man. Hey, nah, man, I got my dog to my immediate left, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you go ahead and give your introduction. I don't even want to kill your flow, man. You used to doing this, man. You know what I'm saying? So I said, tell him a little bit about yourself, bro. Go ahead, get in there, man.
I mean, I ain't nobody, too crazy or important like that, man. DJ Kid McFly, spend, a lot of cool events and clubs, bars,
Look, man.
You can't start it off like that, bro.
Oh, man.
You can't start it off like
man,
that.
Look, I'm the illest nigga from Nebraska.
Yeah. There you go.
Can't nobody see me out here.
There you go.
You feel me?
There you go.
You know what I
Hey,
mean?
Illest nigga in Nebraska.
self-love is everything, bro.
Not in Nebraska.
But definitely like you said, just hard working dude. Want to give people good events and play dope music and express my creativity. So.
Yeah.
Look, so how can people follow you? You know what I'm saying, man? Where can they find you at, man? You know what I'm saying?
Any and all social media at I am Kid McFly. Of course, you can always, Facebook page DJ Kid McFly. Everything's all one.
My dog. See, I appreciate it, man. Good to have you in the booth with us tonight, man. Look.
Glad to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gentlemen to my immediate back over there, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and give him your rundown. I know you, but I'm going to give you the same treatment, man. You know what I'm saying?
Look, see, what can I say before I start? Because I watch my mouth. But anyways, it's your favorite DJ. That's DJ Dash, a.k.a. Baby Jazzy Jeff, a.k.a. the legend in the making. Like, it goes on, but I do everything. Conglomerate DJs. Shout out to the crew. I'm just out here working, man. It's kind of hard to talk about it. I don't really. You're talking about it, you're not working hard enough. That's just the logic.
Flat out, yeah, man. Look.
But producer, DJ, engineer, whatever it comes to, just music enthusiast.
All right, and where can these people find you at? Where can they follow you at, man?
All social media at DJ-313.
All right.
Very simple, short and sweet.
Flat out, man.
Oh.
Look. You know what I'm saying? Our third gentleman, DJ Equad, he'll be in here shortly, but he's gonna have to catch up, man. You
Black
know what
people,
I'm saying?
boys.
Look.
I thought I was late.
Look.
I came in, bitch. They started yet? Like, okay, good.
Look. Oh, you got it from your job. I appreciate that. See, JJ said he fixed the camera for us, man. I appreciate that too.
Like he really need to see everybody.
He really don't, man. He all right, man. Look. So, you know what I'm saying? I got not about 8 questions, maybe 7 or 8. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to get them as fast as we can, and then I wanna do something special on the back end.
You just hear it gulping.
Look, got the sound effects in the background. Look. Y'all ain't know I had sound effects, man. Look, you know what I'm saying? Look at that. Nah, but
man.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
I'm
was
curious.
thinking that, but you said it. Oh, my
Look,
bad.
you said it was on your mind, man.
That's
Look.
how she pouring. He was like, damn. Like, wait, I wasn't ready. And I'm
That's
like,
yum
yeah.
shots right there, man. Look, she said.
I'll tell you, that ain't the drink. We might
know
go
better.
straight shots.
I know
Nah,
better.
man,
I
look.
can't start with her and no eating.
Yo.
Look.
I won't make it
all
out of
good. We
here.
getting-
We got an hour. We
Yeah, we
set
getting it ready, man.
It's a
Sit
family
back and
affair,
get
man.
it.
Yeah, look, turn
I
up,
know
man.
better.
Look, Cheers,
I
my
haven't
brother,
ate
for
since
sure.
early.
Cheers. Look,
Okay, if you go easy on me,
You feel me? Shout out to Team James.
because you trying to make me not get out of
What
here.
up, Drew?
easy. Look, man.
That's
I don't know if
easy.
this any
Hey,
better.
tell we need to get in touch with him.
I don't know if this any better, really.
I got you,
Look,
got you.
but before I get started, I got to do my own thing. I done messed up my flow too. Look, man, shit. You know what I'm saying? Please, you know what I'm saying? If y'all haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, everywhere basically where podcasts are streaming at. You know what I'm saying? You can find us there, man. Please do that. Subscribe. I do appreciate the views, but the subscriptions and everything else, everything that you can do through there is appreciated and is very much appreciated. I said appreciate 3 times. Look, man, I'm
That
excited,
just shows
man.
the
Look.
appreciation of the
Feel me?
appreciation.
Nah, man. So everybody good. Y'all beveraged up. Y'all straight. Well, she the last one then.
Do
so.
something.
Right. So, all right, man. Like I said, I got questions for y'all, man. I want to know, a couple good things. You know what I'm saying? I can't ask these questions while y'all out there mixing and doing y'all thing, you know what I'm saying, when y'all in the bars and the clubs, et cetera, et cetera. So, tell me about y'all first gig. You know what I'm saying? Like, McFly, I'll start with you, man. Like, your very first gig, man, like.
First gig was like the second week I ever DJ'd. So this was 08, Kentucky State. I went to Kentucky State University.
Okay.
Dope.
Freshman week, campus party. 2 people showed up.
Flat out.
Flat out.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got the humbleness out the gate.
Look, you looking
So
like.
it was just like, all right, well,
Got you
cool.
together
Now I
real
know where to
quick.
go. What up, man? And it's funny because like my 2 homies, like they always we never forget this story.
Okay.
Like when I say I didn't really know nothing about like music, and because again I'm coming from Southfield High, going down to this black hood school,
Flat out.
and I'm just playing whatever I think is popular on TV and on the radio.
Right.
And sure enough, they was like, bro, don't ever in your life ever again play Justin Timberlake down here. I mean,
What did you play?
I played My Love.
Oh,
That's it, but I thought it was still the shit, but apparently it
it's
was.
the shit with me.
Yeah,
I'd
look,
buy-
secretly, look, I'm up there like I'm vibing with that.
I
but-
was like
I
thinking
mean,
like that is my
like,
shit.
at
though.
that-
right.
Hitting dance moves like,
All right.
like everything. Like,
T.I. action.
Nah, down there that time it was like Jeezy, Gucci,
Oh,
Wayne.
Down there, 'cause you gotta think down south,
Webby.
they- all they want, that's all they want.
That's
Yeah.
that down there. That was it at the time.
got you.
So,
No
yeah,
crossover
that was-
flavor at all.
Nah.
Yikes.
I
We
went
do
to
it. We
maybe
do it
UK.
different here. We speed everything up too. They don't even
Yeah,
like the
nah.
way we play music here is not the same way everywhere else.
Yeah,
Really?
Very
Don't try
true.
speeding it up.
Okay. So you said that was.
Yeah, that was
2
the first
people. Was they hype at least?
one. Nah, they're my friends.
I was saying, look, your friend, see,
Cause they ended up going to the other party where everybody was at too. So I was like, I couldn't blame them.
but see, look, you gotta appreciate that
Oh,
though,
yeah,
man.
for
You know what I'm saying? Like you
And
said,
now you
sat there,
pack
like,
out parties too.
flat out, like man, people come looking for you, like, hey, look, McFly up there. Yeah, we about to come up here and turn up. We 10 to 15 deep, man. Look, you know what I'm
Wow.
saying?
I can't see 2 people showing up for you, knowing you the way I do, and being at parties that you've been at. That's crazy.
Look, you get to see the finished product and fast forward, man.
Yeah,
like,
that's
look,
nuts.
shit, look.
Yeah.
I cannot see that ever happening.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta. I do like try to stop and I be like, yo, it's not just Jameson. Like you in the party, like and it's you lit. You like
Right.
Nah, fam. Like think about like where you started. Like,
Exactly,
So
exactly.
it's always dope.
That's what's
people
up,
to
man.
2000.
Look,
Mhm.
Dash, man. Look, first gig.
My first one is like a 2-parter because it's weird. Because like the first one I always consider is the first one you get paid. That's how you know when you really did it right. But that
Okay.
the first one that I did was weird because my mom used to throw a lot of stripper parties and our back. Like, okay, so let me start. I gotta start. I gotta look.
Look,
Wait, what?
Okay, so I gotta start at the beginning because she might actually watch this while I'm doing my live. It's funny. Let's start.
Mama, first of all, you
my mom
lit.
my mom likes women. Let's just start there. Disclaimer. So when I was growing up, when I was like 16, 17, like we had in my backyard, she had full tents like that. You could sleep like 4 people. We had a pool table in the backyard, hot tub, all this other shit.
Oh, y'all
So
go crazy.
I wasn't
They had a
allowed to party
pad.
at these parties, but I had 2 computers with Windows Media Player, 2 separate speakers, and 2 mixers.
dog.
Who y'all gonna have play the music? So I snuck my way into them damn parties.
Look,
like,
you said,
you're not gonna tell me no.
like y'all need me, right? I always knew I would. Give me my
So
shit. Look.
that's kind of how the whole how everything kind of began for me. But my first setup actually was country.
Really?
Hold on. When Coach's Corner used to be there,
Yeah.
it was
That's where we first met.
It was
That
Country Top 40.
2013.
Yep, like 2
McFly, you was out at the hoedown. I'm gonna come back.
And
to
it was
that.
funny because I'm talking about no hip hop. They had me here.
So you was legit playing like Garth Brooks and shit. And all
But
that
what I
shit.
did is I
Brian
switched them up,
and-
so they thought they had me. I was like, all right, no hip hop. I was like, oh, boom, got you. Took all hip hop instrumentals. Juvenile backed that ass up. All the other shit. Sam Hunt acapellas, Garth Brooks acapellas. Now you told me no hip hop songs. You never said nothing about the damn beat. So you got all these white people in there like, what remix is this? I don't know.
They don't even know.
Just go with it. Like I got to get through 8 hours of this shit. This is so that was an interesting one because I did not expect that to be something I could say that was gonna be the breakout was the hoedown.
Right. Like, you be like, how you get started? The hoedown, man. They be like, oh, this motherfucker here, man. That shit is fucking funny as hell, man. I can only imagine that.
Give me that
day.
shot glass. I don't even want to.
So B had a question. I got a question too. Well, I got questions too, but I really want to know this. So, as y'all being DJs, because this is something that I truly want to know because I see it a lot. What do y'all do to motivate the crowd when they not dancing? Like, how do you get the crowd involved?
Ooh, I got so many ways.
Yeah, I got a couple of different ways, but usually one of the best ways is to kind of go opposite of what you've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so really just if
Hit
you on
that
that
left,
mic,
hit that
man,
left, hit that
mic,
left turn.
Yeah, go left. Do it with a record that they not expecting, but
Right.
it's still a good one. So like immediately, like you throw some dance, some old throwback dance song, like that'll work.
Right.
Or just on that mic, man, you gotta talk with them ladies.
Okay.
You might find somebody you might have to go back and forth with talking about. You never know.
Right.
And tread lightly with that one because that can cause some
Yeah,
problems.
dude.
Right.
Especially
Somebody might be
when they
waiting on you at the end of the day.
Look, that's my woman, cuz every night I got to fight to prove I look like. Look, man, it was just a show, man. I was having a good time. I was getting them hype, man. Look, I can only imagine how those problems went, dude.
Thankfully, I ain't
Look,
that brave.
I just wanted to know because
You have
You
a
know,
lot,
even
you have
though
a lot of
y'all-
different
y'all-
moods with like those crowds. Like, how about this? I was taught that the best DJs play the most timeless record at the best time. So it ain't even about playing a hit. It's
Right.
about playing the record that you knew you wanted to hear, but in your head you was like, I ain't even gonna ask for that request because he ain't gonna play that. And you like, this nigga just play my. All right, I ain't got no reason to go home. You ain't got to. I get up there and I never even touch my mic 90% of the time.
Right.
I never even have to touch it. On a bad day, I'm a dancer. Y'all bored? All right, fuck this. Now I'm about to get out there and I'm about to start jitting and breakdancing myself. Y'all gonna get hyped.
right.
Somebody gonna do something
Right.
because I'm bored now. When I get bored up there, because my job ain't to just play the records, I gotta read. DJing is the only job that you have to judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
The moment for you walk in from head to toe, I could be wrong, but I'm to assume from what you have on and the way you walk in and carry yourself, I gotta get into your head and think how you would like your music if I'm a good DJ.
Right.
So you got to break out that motherfucking Frankie Beverly and Maze when shit really get
Facts.
So you hear that before I let go? They break that beat down. Everybody turn up like, hey.
Right.
I was at the
Look.
well on a Saturday, this last Saturday. I just covered and filled in. There was a bunch of old white people in their 50s. Did not expect it. I'm in there, all types of country and Whitney Houston, and I played some Frankie Beverly, and she's a bad mama jam, and they had all these. I had made like $50 in tips without even doing nothing, and they just like, I'm just glad that somebody played. I'm like, well, shit, I knew y'all was only gonna be here for 30 minutes. You got to make sense of it. I can play the hits all night. I get tired of that shit. I don't want to hear it. We hear it on the radio. I don't even listen to the radio when I get in the car no more. It's so annoying.
Look,
And I
Especially
had
as a
that-
DJ.
Yeah, I had that last Friday because I do 24 Grill Happy Hour and
Okay.
had older crowd. So and primarily they was white.
right.
But I was coming from left field and I was just like, all right, man, I can't do what I normally do. So I did a little bit of house, sprinkled in. I just started doing like 80s classics, and I
Okay.
threw in some 60s and 70s stuff. So I was playing like the Beatles. I was playing Aerosmith. I'm playing Journey. I'm not.
But y'all wait, listen. Y'all don't even realize how hard that is. First
Yeah.
to mix
Look,
that shit up.
I'm sitting here
in a
look.
normal set.
Yeah.
Like I got asked to play Frank Sinatra the other day in the middle of the. I did it. I had a house remix. And it still blended into where you couldn't even goddamn tell that it was Frank.
Yeah,
even though you got to be real creative with that. But like, yeah.
Yeah, it was like George. I was in a beat band. I was like George Benson, Bill Withers,
George Benson.
You'd be amazed on the
Yeah.
remixes they got though. They got some high ones.
But high key, that's what I think as DJs will be so frustrating is because like we have so much that we can play at any given moment. It's just sometimes you get locked in a certain pocket. Where you like, dang, like.
My
I wanna
favorite
do
thing.
something
My favorite
sweet.
thing.
Right,
Is
like-
when they like, what type of music do you have? For anybody who's listening, asking any DJ what type of music you have is like going to a goddamn car dealership and saying, what type of cars you got on the lot? Go take a
You
look.
can't do that.
But
Go take a.
I can understand why they asked that though. I mean, because you got to kind of think out of your position though, because
Very true.
you may be a little different, but you do got these DJs that don't have that deep catalog. Because, like I said, I feel like, and this is just my personal opinion, there's no disrespect to no DJ, but I feel like if I'm at a party and you play the same song twice, you're garbage. That's how I feel.
Now there are exclusions.
Now maybe if it's a request, that's something different.
And
but
I'm
I feel
about to
like
say,
if
that's the
it
only other
ain't
way,
no
'cause
request and you just playing it
I'm
again,
usually getting paid for it if you heard it again.
Right.
Or she was real cute. Or she was persuasive. Like somebody gave me a good drink at the right time. I felt, or I played it so early that I dropped it again.
Okay.
Because of the fact that,
Right.
You heard it, but the fact that I played it just because I knew y'all was bored and I was bored and it was a good song, and damn, I have to play it at prime time.
Right.
Like, prime time. If I don't, they're gonna be like, damn, he weak for not playing that song.
Right.
Even though I didn't play it twice.
I get it.
That's like the wobble. I hate that damn song, but you probably will hear it 5
Look.
times.
Oh my God, that's gonna be a hustle.
So which one
I
is
don't even
worse?
play that song no more.
But which one is worse though, the wobble or the Cupid shuffle? Because I know y'all got to play both
Can't
of them
get enough.
motherfuckers. Look,
Can't get enough is worse than all of them.
Nah, because
Really?
it's still a melody on Can't Get Enough. People can just sing that even if they
The
don't
reason
know.
that
I could get behind
it was never a shuffle. That's my thing. It was never a line dance, right? And they created and made it a line dance, and now it's recognized as like those songs are recognized. That's why I don't like it because
It's a
like
hustle song now.
look.
Can't Get Enough is like geeked up for us. Like for men, that's like if you might see a fight during Can't Get Enough, and because somebody just stepped on somebody the wrong way during the hustle part with the women.
That's all it takes. Look, it's one bad move, and it's like, come on, cuz, back up.
Her
off
and the
me,
girl was mad. Like that's like I done seen some rough stuff happen during that song. I ain't never seen during the wobble and the Cupid Shuffle. People got so mad during the Cupid Shuffle they just leave. That I don't even think that's even up for debate no more. That has left his decade.
Look, so one of my little brother asked this question. He wanted me to ask y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? From y'all perspective, he said, how is it that y'all managed to play like, or some DJs play the same song like for like 10 years like straight or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like he like, I want to know how I can keep playing the same song. Like, why do they not switch it up? Like when the times are shifting, you know what I mean? Like, cause it's the younger crowd that come in. You might get a 19 or a teeny bopper that come in that don't know nothing about the shit that we listen to.
Do.
You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, you guys don't realize it. They're called redrums. Redrums are the same. It'll be the old school version of the song with like the new Migos beat onto it now. But most people won't really recognize it in a normal setting. You have to be a real music listener to be like, okay, I see what you did. You put Return to the Mac with the
Got
act up
you.
beat.
Okay.
But it's just, but at the same time, again, timeless records. I can't stop and help that song is still making money.
record.
It's a timeless record.
Candy Rain is always gonna be.
I still play.
Right.
I play
Like-
Cameo
Which one?
Candy damn near in every one of my
Rain is gonna
sets.
forever be a banger. You can't get rid of that. That's just always.
There are just some
Right.
songs it's just like if you don't play it, or again, if you don't even, not even if you don't play it, if you don't even have them ready for your arsenal, it'll hurt you more than it'll help you.
Yeah.
Because
Facts.
again, having those hits, just having what's out right now, you could get through a set way easier with having a library full of 70s, 80s, and 90s music, and not have any hits from today, and still make that party slap.
Facts.
Depending on the crowd. But
Even
yeah.
with the younger ones, you play not this generation. I'm saying like the '90s babies and.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. All right, so basically, anybody at least 27.
Yeah,
And it has to be 27.
yeah.
Yeah, because you get the 25 and below, it's like,
It's
nah,
gonna
they
be
gonna
rough.
lose
If
you
you get the
then.
motherfuckers requesting Cider Baby, we're done.
You're like, huh.
Yeah, the one time you ain't got one side of the song, it's over.
Right.
All right, look, let's keep it going, man. Look, I had to ask that though, whatever, man. I had to get that out the way for you, little bro. I hope you heard that shit, man. All right, so I'm saying, what's next on y'all list then? Like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, y'all DJ, y'all got these different spots that y'all do. You know what I'm saying? I heard, you know what I'm saying, out of state, you know what I'm saying, out of country shit or whatever from you, kid. Like, what else y'all got going on, though, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's the next thing on y'all list that y'all trying to conquer there? Like, I know it's got to be a challenge or something, man. Like,
For me, it's engineering, music engineering.
Okay.
I'm trying to help artists actually craft a record. I think there's a lot of people who have talent, but the quality isn't as good as it should be. And then
Okay.
additionally, I don't think that they have the proper ear for the sound that fits them. So I kind of want to do a lot of engineering and A&R work, really helping to develop some artists and help them be the best they could be. Not necessarily management. 'Cause
Right.
I don't. How you do other stuff? Nah, you fine.
That's real dope
I'm
that you
focused
wanna
on the
do
music.
that,
Yeah,
though.
I'm focused on the music because, especially in Detroit, man, like we are really, really skillful, and I think if we just step outside of like that Detroit sound, quote unquote.
And all sounding the same.
Yeah, if we step out, if we took that same talent level and just put that around some different sounds and producers and songwriters, I think you will get so much of an influx of what the industry is missing. Not to say like the Detroit sound can't be popular, but I think it just has to get refined.
I hate that even phrase Detroit sound because it was always the Motown sound, and when it was the Motown sound, that's when you caught the sound being from the ranges from A to Z.
Yeah.
Then when it became that Detroit style, that's when it was just one style, one basic, and at the end of the day, Motown is still alive. That's why there's so many dope ass artists in the city. Like
Detroit rap is Detroit rap though.
Yeah,
That's what it is alone. But I respect what you trying to do because people need that. People need that perspective. They need that not my friend perspective. That's what it really is. Because like you said, huh?
Tell your homeboy he suck and
it
it ain't.
Oh yeah. I mean, but you don't have people that do that. Like I mean, it's for real. Like when you got a bunch of yes men around you, you will do whatever you feel like you want to do. And people gonna want to ride that wave, so it's like I'm not gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying, your shit trash. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to ride this wave. Oh, and then don't let it be a hit. Oh, we on. So you doing that, like you need that. And I mean, personally, coming from a personal perspective, because I've been there before.
Right.
You do need that ear where somebody hears something where it's like, if you do this, it could be better. If you go this way, it could be better. Like that's big.
Dash?
Well,
Look.
me, like I said, I'm always on something new. I just got back from I travel a lot, at least as much as I possibly can.
Okay.
I'm always in and out, but like I'm trying to hit that international market now. I got a lot of things in place, and I'm just waiting on all those ducks to like finally just
Coming
like,
in
lay
the row
down
or whatever.
the
I
right
got you.
way. But I engineer and I've been producing for a while. Nobody's known it, so now I'm at the point now where it's like 'cause I hate the concept, but it's true that to break out as a DJ, you have to have your own music. I hate that because at the end of the day, when it started, when it was Flash and when it was Bambaataa, and it was like when the Greats were doing it, it was about the turntablism. It was about the craft. It was about perfecting that as much as possible. Now it's like you got to have a hot song, and then let me see how good of a DJ you are.
You ain't even gotta have a hot song. You just gotta take cool pictures on Instagram.
Yeah. That's what sucks. Because if you go overseas, when they talk about the DJ, the artist isn't important. No. They wouldn't give a damn about a black youngster over there. Now, if I go over there and they love me and they're like, who is this artist you brought with you? Because we love you so much, you vouch for him, bring him in. Like the DJs you get respected over there, it's not even funny. I went to Okinawa one time, I was like, I don't even want to come home.
Because you feeling like the reception is way more different from being there to being there.
They love hip hop. I mean, especially
they don't even have to understand it.
Yeah,
flat out.
They don't even know the words or what it means, but they just love.
They
the
just
sound
love
of
the melody and everything
like,
that.
So I mean, especially like our like people we would consider washed up, like Method and Redman,
that's still getting to them.
They can go over there and get $100K a show and go overseas.
Ashanti is still making music and hella money.
Oh yeah, look, you see you see her Instagram feed. Look, you see how she be getting down with all the little.
And she thick as hell.
Man, look, well, get put on stage. They lucky as hell. You be like, damn.
I'm at that Millennium tour, man. Shanti,
Okay.
you in the city? Holla at me. We can go to the Coney.
I am Kid McFly.
We can go to the Coney. I can get you right real quick.
How you down there, Lafayette, baby? Look,
Oh no, we at El George's.
Heck, my dog. Come on now, look,
We gotta go to Detroit.
my G. Look, don't go down there. Don't go down there. Look, don't.
Lord have mercy. Focus.
All right, I got you.
What I do think we need here is a platform. I think Detroit needs a marketing platform, which is something I'm trying to help create. Like I have I have a team in place, and we're trying to have people those videos that are just so high quality, but they're not really high quality. They're just putting up concept where they got 4 or 5 cameras shooting, and they're making it look like it's more than it is.
Okay.
Like we need to educate ourselves on those marketing schemes because that's how New York and California and Florida and all those other places. Like the problem with us in Detroit is we're competing just as hard as I'm competing just as hard as McFly is. That shouldn't be it. I shouldn't be competing as hard as him. I should be trying to compete with them niggas in New York. I should be trying to compete with them guys in Berlin. I need to be competing with the guys in England. I need to think outside of just you're my competition because you're sitting right next door to me in my backyard. No, because if you doing the same damn shit that I'm doing, we not doing nothing.
Exactly. We both saturated in the same
But
spot.
we need people like you, because you speaking the right facts. We need people that want to do better and want to build and want to give out these resources. That's the number one problem. Like, we got people here that's just so successful, but they want to hold on to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll never forget when a few years ago I was about to start a shoe store, and I'm not gonna name these dudes' name, but. And it's probably gonna be obvious to say, but whatever.
I was like,
I'm not gonna say their name, but I reached out to some dudes, tried to get some information on how to be successful, in the sneaker business. And dudes straight up told me like, "Well, you need to go out there and get the information yourself. I'm not giving you nothing." I hate that. And that's the Detroit.
That is the Detroit.
Yeah, that's the
motto or
Detroit.
whatever, man.
That's the setting, and it's messed up because it's like we said so many times on the show. It's that crab in a bucket mentality, like. Oh, you're not gonna get ahead of me. You know what I'm saying? Come back down.
And that's like that little meme where you see everybody climb up the stairs, and you got the one place where it's like, oh, they're helping each other and they're pushing. That's literally what we do.
Yeah.
See, and
So devil's advocate though, because it's two parts. So
Okay,
originally when I came, and not even when I was away at school, like literally, I remember in 2009 emailing Mo Beats like, "Hey, bro, I'm starting out DJing. What's good? Can you do this, and that?" And of course, like, he's just looking at this, I'm like, who is this? Like,
Right.
Man, nah, like,
Right.
no, you know what I mean? Sometimes it takes, you got to put in some work on your own. I will say that, there are going to be some people, especially the most critical people, they will say like, yo, you might have to stumble and make your mistakes. Like, for me, I'm thankful for the mistakes that I made in my journey because it made me better. Like, I have now the hindsight to be like, all right, moving forward, I know not how to make that same mistake.
Now, I've had that same perspective and same situation. On the other hand, it was with Q, and it was before I was in Conglomerate, and he also did it, but he had that 10-second conversation with me, and that 10-second conversation. That was the difference of me looking at it, objectively, because again, he could have said, "Bro, who the fuck are you?"
And that's what I was about to say.
I'm not saying like he did it intentionally anyway. Again, because we now know how we do this. It's not even that we're ignoring you. It's like, bro, I'm so busy and I got so much shit going on. I'm not even. I didn't see it that way. But at the same time, like knowing that, like that's why I try to at least when I can, like, fuck it, let me have it, because again, I know. If somebody would have did that to me, I'd have been like, God, thank you.
Well, that was advocate again, though. But because you had those mistakes and you had things that you learned from, you don't want to give that to somebody else. Because, like, I've literally had people email Yum Shots and been like, hey, I'm starting a mobile bartending business, and I just want to know how you did this and how you did that and blah, 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 blah. And I gave them everything. Because it's like, dog, first of all, one, it's enough room in this city for everybody. I swear to God it is. And then, secondly, it's like,
if you don't
she
have
was like, I want to be,
I got
and then she was like, I want to be just like you. And I was like, please, I hope you be better than me. I didn't already made my money. I already got my platform. I know all these people. I'm doing all of this. If I can help you get from where you are, because then nobody helped me. And I can definitely understand what it feel like, especially with his podcast, to go from absolutely nothing. Didn't nobody tell us nothing. Didn't nobody teach us nothing. I mean, it was literally from the mud. So, like, you don't think, like, that you can, like, give somebody, like, them words. And I mean, like, you are popular. Like, you are not. You are, McFly. You definitely are, bro.
You insta-famous.
It's not even that.
Come on, man.
Even
so are you, Dad?
The name carries weight, my baby.
Look, y'all
I've known who you were before I was doing this.
Dude, like, and so are you. So, like, how can, like, I mean, especially somebody that's aspiring to be like you, how can you not give them something? Because I mean, like, at the end of the day, what if somebody came to you and was like, you they little hopes and dreams, and then like they reach out to you, and then you be like, fuck you, dude.
Get it out the mud like me, you know.
Before you
and
go
then they don't
in,
never want to do that again.
See, before you go in, you got to look at it as
That's terrible.
regardless if you think you popular or not. To have a following means a lot. It don't matter if it's 5 people or 5,000 people.
Talk that shit. Look,
Man,
I
you
said that.
You got a following. That
mean
mean people, you know, they see something in you and they like it. So my thing is, I look at it as just like a sports entertainment player. Like if Jordan if I went up to Jordan and I told him like, man, you inspire me. Like, what I got to do, you know, to be a little bit as great as you, and he told me, man, get the fuck out of here.
Hey,
like,
that's Jordan, though.
But I'm just saying.
Hey, Jordan gonna say, buy my sneakers and get the fuck on.
Right, but my whole thing is, just saying that, you just don't know how you just can kill everything in a person just by saying that. Sometimes like damn, like my man just said over here, it could just be a 10-second conversation. Like, Well, look, man, you really need to put in the effort, every day. You got to practice every day. It can be that small and simple and make somebody go so hard to where they just be like, I got to take it to that next level.
So, all right, couple things. All right, so one, yes, absolutely, that conversation will always be had. Like, you'll always tell somebody, yo, you just got to practice.
Come on, kid, because you're ruining my image of you. Don't do this to me.
Those were all the things that I was always, no matter who I was meeting, they just said, yo, you got to practice. And it wasn't until I really started doing it that I really was like, damn, you really do have to practice it. So I completely understand that point. You can always give that type of advice. What I'm saying is that there are people who literally want your resources, your connections,
I guess that.
your step-by-step process.
That's something different.
That right there is something definitely
right.
different.
Like
See,
that,
no.
there are
Look,
a lot of
look, wait. Don't do it.
Can't give
Don't
you
do
the
it.
sauce.
Don't do it.
There are people who really want your step by step. They want to analyze how you put yourself into a position to connect with this person. What is the type? How do I gain leverage? What do I do this? And then I'm not naming names, but there are people who I have given said tools to, and now those people, I'm being beat out for gigs.
Now listen. Now,
Yikes. Okay, fair enough.
Now to speak on that, that's because
Look,
that is because of our DJ game and not having a code of. We don't have a code of conduct when it comes to the city. There's no code of ethics with the DJs. A DJ will easily shortchange.
There's no code of ethics with the industry, though. I swear to God.
But the thing is,
that's everywhere though.
No, it's not though. Because
DJs, bartenders, all of that.
No.
There is no code to that.
I've lived in several states.
Okay.
And each time living in those states and being there, I'm talking about the moment I said I was from Detroit and I was coming and I was a DJ and I was doing this, them guys pulled me in. Now, whether they had a backup plan before they got a chance to hit me over the back of my head and say, I'm going to fuck you over, while I was there, I was good. There was no, if it was mine, it was mine. If it was like, I was like, oh, bro, I need you to do this for me. Like, we looked out for each other. It was basically how the game should be. And granted, I know it's fucked up everywhere, but at the same time, I feel like there's a different level of fucked up in each place.
Oh, yeah.
But ours, we're at that bottom level of fucked up because why they ain't scouting us here. So our fucked up is a lot worse because out there they like, oh yeah, I'll shortchange you, but I'll tell my mans out. If you told him you wanted $2,500, I'm gonna tell him I want $5,000, but he gonna do it better. Out here they like, no, I'm gonna do that for $75 because you wanted $150. Nigga, you just took rent money out my pocket.
See, and
that does happen.
And I understand that. I get that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's like at the same time though, it's like. I got a question on here that I want to ask y'all, but I'm going to come back to it because this shit done got good. Man,
and I do got one more point.
Look, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, at the same time, it's like, man, when you sitting there going to these other places, they looking at you like, all right, you from Detroit. Detroit already carries as much weight, you know what I'm saying, and bragging rights in itself there. So in their mind, they're like, okay, we got somebody from Detroit on the take. But not only that, this nigga from Detroit might be ready to fuck me up if I fuck him over in real life. You see what I'm saying?
And that's the logic. But when you go out and you conduct, I lived in Texarkana, Texas.
Arcana.
How about this?
That?
Exactly. Where I lived, Arkansas was right here, Texas right here. I could go slap a cop in Arkansas, run across the street and say, "What you gonna do, bitch?" And he couldn't do nothing to me because I was that close to Texas and cross state borders.
Fuck that bail, hit the goddamn bail. Fucking bail.
Like seriously. So when I was
damn, homie. Shit. DJ E-Quad made it in the building. The chair is over there. Look, the chair is over there behind you. The mic is right there next to you. They got to do a little squeezing. I can scoot a little bit for you, my G, but damn.
You make things happen when you like skin.
Look, man. So before Dash continue this conversation, I'm telling y'all right now, there's going to be a part 2 to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because E-Quad fucked it up for y'all. We doing a part 2 to this motherfucker real soon. This is Industry Month. I'm naming it for myself because I'm a podcaster. Look, hey.
When you add something to it, then it's all right.
My G, look.
See, there you go.
Slid in here. Is it 9:30? I just want to cuss him out properly when this is over. It's
9:35.
I come in and I take my whoopings as a light-skinned brother. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
40 lashes too. I'm on your ass. Go ahead, kid.
Right.
But I did want to say one thing though. We do have a camaraderie. I will say that. Yes, there is some very bad parts to it, but there are some people that when I was still coming up, once I came back from college, you kind of gotta earn your dues, man.
The camaraderie is wholeheartedly there. There's, like I said, there's just no code of ethics. It's like you will get stabbed in the back. It's like sometimes it ain't even personal. It's like.
Yeah, you gotta,
they ask me, but at the end of the day, it's like I know you. I'm not gonna fuck you if I. It's different. It's like if That's like if your girlfriend's out and I know you and you're my homeboy and I saw her not to say it like that. If that's somebody else's girl, I don't know that nigga.
That's a totally different conversation.
But
we ain't doing that. I get your analogy. I get your analogy. We ain't doing that.
But it's the same thing because if I know the type of work you put in and your ethic, and I know what type of DJ you are, and I respect your craft as another DJ, I would. If another bar or somebody came to me, I would never be like, I'd be like, who you got first?
Yeah.
You know what? You in good hands. You don't need me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that you got to pay your dues because that's just how you earn your name. Like, you can't be like, I want to come in and instantly get these top events. It's not going to happen.
No,
because you don't have the skill
like
set. You don't have the experience. So there's just a lot of things, like I said, where you have to make the mistakes and learn along the way.
You got to get your money in.
In that process, though, there are people watching you. That's how you earn the respect of your peers. That's how the OGs will start putting you on. Again, I had to take the low gigs, but they'll be like, oh, okay, you hold it down. You can, because the people at the top are going to get a lot of inquiries, and they can't do everything. So what do they start doing? All right, I got a couple little young homies who I can start sliding.
I respect that.
Hey, so that's how you get on, you build your name. Like I said, people like Ray, Don Q, who else was my OGs?
Can I cut you off?
Can
I cut you off for a minute?
We do got an OG in the building.
Yeah. Can I cut you off for a minute?
Squad.
Because I got to be controversy, man. It's not going to be right if I don't be myself.
You got to throw it in there.
This whole show, right, you just been playing this little humble role. And that's cool. I respect that. So you don't use this DJ thing for, I don't know if you got a lady in your life or nothing.
Oh, my
but
God. Joven, don't ask him that.
Oh man, we get
No.
He gonna throw
it wouldn't be right if he did.
It really wouldn't. To anybody that's been following the show, man, Joe's gonna poke the bear at any minute.
I am so sorry.
I just wanted to know, did he use it for female advantages?
Nah, that just
I did.
Oh man,
I did. I'm not even gonna hold you. Every DJ has a reason when they start.
Hold on. Wait. So you just said no. Is this because cameras are on you?
No, I'm being this. I never like.
Okay.
Like,
I just had to be controversy for a minute, man.
He said no.
No, I mean,
That's fair.
Fair
Question.
Let me be honest.
You a nice guy, man. I respect you.
Fam,
Because if I was a DJ, I'd be banging it off.
I started out.
It's your birthday, baby.
Listen, people think just because you a DJ that it comes to you, it ain't that simple either.
It ain't
Okay,
like
I get that.
You still gotta have it in you.
Look,
Every DJ in this booth gotten head in the DJ booth.
Listen, honestly,
No.
on some
hey,
real,
she
on
asked
some real
a
talk,
legit question. Look,
on some real
I mean,
talk,
hold on.
Look at these pauses.
on
Go
some
ahead,
real
Equine.
talk, let's be realistic.
in the booth.
On some real talk, let's be realistic. First thing
That's in one of
about
my
being a
songs.
DJ, because
Yeah.
I've probably been
Yeah.
DJing a little longer than
Back when I was working
most
at
of these
Sphinx.
cats around here.
When I was
You know what I'm
DJing at
saying?
Sphinx.
I have questions for you when this is over.
that's
So-
crosstalk right there. I'll talk to you in a minute.
Let's be realistic. Yeah, the ladies are involved. They're always going to be watching you. But at the same time, Corey, you know me.
I do.
I've been a DJ.
I know
for
all
so
of the DJs
long.
in this
Yeah,
room.
but-
I've been a DJ for so long, and Court has always walked up to me and said, "It seems like you just come in here, rock shows, and just leave out, and all this pussy is waiting for you." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." But to know,
I love the professionalism
but you
on the
know,
show.
absolutely not.
I bring nothing but
Absolutely
the
not.
I'm just saying, you're real professional. I respect you too.
So my thing of it is you always have to watch which pussy is looking at you.
And
Lord have
Because the
mercy.
thing of it is, that pussy can be a whole nightmare for
and
you.
it's so true. Honestly,
When you say nightmare, what exactly do you
I
mean?
should not have been on this show.
Meaning that realistically, been there, done that. It's happened. And it's been like, thank God I got out of it.
Look,
I mean, but
Well,
what's
also-
considered a nightmare?
you gotta hit her with that Mo Money Seymour
Okay.
shit.
So-
it's a fire. Put her ass
Okay,
out, man.
so let's put it this way. So let's put it this way.
All right, my bad.
Let's say I'm at a show
No fun.
and I'm coming to see Kid McFly. I'm not even like DJing today.
And that's Kid McFly, by the way.
But my thing of it is I may walk into a show and there may be one girl I fucked, another girl I'm trying to fuck, and another one that I'm interested in. And
Okay.
all three of them are at this show.
Okay.
So
oh wait, no, your turn.
ask yourself the question of, do I leave? Do I play along? or do I know how to
Make it work.
maneuver?
You asking me personally?
No,
No,
he isn't. No, he
that's
is
the
not.
scenario. That's our
Paint the picture
We
for
don't
you.
need how to be a player.
paint the picture for you.
Jesus
Imagine that
Christ.
when you're working 7 days a week too.
Yeah,
I was just asking.
because you might get that one that's always coming to the show, always watching you, and is really interested in you, but probably not going to say nothing.
Okay.
But they just so happen to be at another show.
I just wanted to be in the DJ head for a minute.
And then
We
look,
have questions we have to get to.
I know. That's why I said this for a minute.
JJ said Equad done spit a Drake bar out there with that last line or whatever, man. Nah, but this question I wanna
that's
hit
dirty
y'all.
game. Y'all not even supposed to know that one.
Look, this question I want to hit y'all
Lord
with though, man. Like, cause I'm saying, like, if y'all been fucking with us or whatever for the last year. Last year I did an industry night with a couple of up and comers or whatever up in here. Shout out to Dime Music. Shout out to Main Key. Shout out to a couple others. 3TD, K2A. You know what I'm saying? And the question was that local rappers said that DJs swear in their hometown that DJs don't look out for them.
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? And won't spin their songs. They won't even hear their music. So what's y'all take on that as being DJs from the other side, looking at it the way that they asking the question in? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you gotta be realistic. You gotta know what DJs are where, like, and who has a
Say it
certain type
again.
of audience.
Just repeat the start that.
Oh,
Because they need to hear that one.
Oh yeah,
know your DJ.
You have to be realistic and know who your DJ that you're dealing with.
You try to give music to everybody. That don't work.
Like well, I mean, you should, no matter what, trying to get in the hands of everybody, but be realistic with who you're working with. Like, if you know me and I'm primarily spinning for young professionals, but you got a record talking about shooting, killing, and robbing,
then that ain't gonna fly.
Where do I have the space to help play that record? Now I can still, push it and send it to other homies,
but you can't do it for yourself.
Right, I can't give you the maximum replay value that you're looking for. And also, remember, I'm not the only DJ in the world. Just because it don't work for me or I'm not,
it won't
work
for anybody else.
Doesn't mean it won't work for the next person. So you gotta be realistic and just be open.
So basically, what you said is you got to know the DJ so it can be palatable for your particular crowd, depending on who you're spinning for on that given day or at that given time. Then.
Yes, and also make sure that you got a relationship with the DJ outside of when you just dropping music.
Yep.
Facts.
Don't just
Also,
don't
It
just
sounds
pop
like
up
a
when you
tough
got a record.
job.
Also,
Come on, you quiet.
listen. Now he just covered just the surface of it.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm covering the situation of where your sound sounds horrible. Like, I can't hear the song.
Like
You might be talking louder than the music is.
Yep.
And I'm sitting up here like, I can't play this.
Nope.
And they'll look at you like, why? And I'll be like, man, it sounds like either you just freshly recorded this off a tape or you just came in here and didn't give a fuck and just wanted to hear how it sounds. Because I've had artists come to me and say, I just want to hear how it sounds. Because I do a lot of open mics around the city. Yeah. So it's like, some people will come in and they'll be like, not even rapping. Like, they just want to hear their song. They just... yeah, y'all feel that? Yeah. And I'm like,
No.
duh.
No.
I don't feel none of that shit because I don't know what the fuck you saying.
Like, I'm just like, what happened?
It's a 2-pack
So
of that.
basically, y'all saying they need to take they songs to the strip club.
No.
Oh, no.
I've worked in
Because I'm a strip
well.
club DJ, and even then, at the strip club is when you have to have your master and mixing the best. Because if you fuck up my relationship with them girls because I played a bullshit song, you gonna take me out of more money than you would have just from me.
I mean, I was just saying from my perspective, because I ain't really listening to no song. You know what I'm saying?
Nowadays, it's so easy to go online and go to a e-master program to put your song through a software.
That's very true.
That they don't even do that. This is free game. You don't even do that. You just record it like Equai said. You record it and then you give it to me. You don't even put it in the MP3 file. Right. You ain't even got the audacity. You give me a goddamn WAV file and you expect me to just play this and I can't even break down the WAV file.
To anybody that don't know what MP3 and WAV files is,
I gotta turn your music up twice as loud because nobody's gonna hear this.
Because everybody like.
So it'll be like I'll be done mixed it in and it sounds good, and then I'm listening to the headphones. I might have accidentally had my headphones up louder, but music come on and everybody looking at me like.
Well,
Then I take my headphones off and I'm like,
I do want to say this real quick because you did
Also,
kind of
don't
walk.
send me no YouTube links.
Dude, thank you. I was about to
Yo,
say
hey,
packaging.
Wait, hold on.
Hey,
hold on.
link in bio.
Hey,
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 No
link in
YouTube
bio.
links.
nigga.
Thank you.
hold on, real quick before y'all
You
go
can't
into
find
that.
on the
I
other
do
one.
want to
You
say
go,
this
"Ew."
because you had kind of walked in late.
it is
That
beat me to
go
that.
that kind of
And
goes
that's
back
all
to
right.
that.
beat me to
That
that.
it wasn't no shade on that. I just wanted to say that goes back to what I was saying
what you
about
said.
the resources. Like some people don't have them resources to where they got, you know what I'm saying, whatever, good studio time or whatever. They not connected like that. So that's why I was saying, like, I get everything you were saying. It's not about giving everybody the whole free game, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, give somebody some game to get somewhere to get a step above where they at.
But see, I'm sorry, I didn't even cut you off. As an artist, that's not free game DJ should be giving you. Why? Because we had to learn that same shit and how to respond
But
to
they gotta
artists.
learn
I get it.
somewhere.
Right.
But we're still learning it too. If you're an artist, you should be ahead of us in that aspect of it.
So if you're looking at all these external resources to learn, what are you doing to teach yourself? YouTube, you can learn so much
'cause
stuff
90% of
on
DJs are
YouTube
self-taught.
University.
You can learn.
Well, I'm
everything
just
on
saying,
YouTube.
some people different. Like I told you, my situation is a little different. When that happened to me, dude pissed me off. So I made it my business to get every information
And-
to get to where I wanted to be. So I did everything on my own. So everybody not cut like that,
Wait a
though.
minute.
Like, outside of my sister,
Oh, no.
I don't know nobody else that'll go that hard to be like, you know what? I'm going to do this because I want to be here. I need to be here. Everybody not like that.
Then how-
thank
but
you.
then how bad do you want to be an artist?
He's syndicated.
How bad do you want to be an artist if you're not willing to take the time to invest in yourself? If you always looking for other people as your
As an artist,
they
when you
could be
approach a
giving you the
DJ,
wrong
you should be approaching them how you
information,
approach the
and you
studio, how you approach
I
anybody who
get
you
all
want.
that.
So look,
But-
what about the starving artists that exist that ain't got?
You're
Oh
looking
my
at them.
God,
You're
don't say the
looking-
word starving
You're
artist.
starving
I know you
artists.
don't want to hear starving artists.
You're looking at
Oh my
it.
God.
These are
I know he
starving
don't want to hear
artists.
that either.
No,
I get it.
I won't even say that. It's just some of these starving artists actually sound better than some of these horrible artists.
And some
that
of
be out here.
and
So I mean,
DJs
like,
are
real
really,
talk.
a reality
and
of
they've
starving
actually
artists.
put the money into their craft. You know what I mean? So
Facts.
it's like there
Okay.
are artists out here that do
Talk
that,
about
but
it.
they don't necessarily have the airplay that they would actually deserve.
But
Starving artists don't tip.
And
I ain't never got
that
over
concept
it.
of starving artists, I'm like I said, I relate myself to them more so than anything because of the fact that I do this shit because I love music. I don't care if you give me $100 at my setup or $1,000. I am going out
Well, I
to.
do.
Amen.
Listen,
Can
Big
I
facts.
ask y'all a
They
question?
went to
got
school
a
for
quote.
Where
nursing.
that bell at?
I
Hey,
went
they
to
got a
school for
quote that
nursing.
it-
I went to school for nursing. I got my master's in anesthesia. I gave up that purposely
But they got a
to
quote
DJ
though.
because I love my
Dash,
music.
They got a
See what I'm
quote though.
saying?
The quote is that the minute you find something that you love to do, you'll never work hard another day of your life. You love what the fuck you do there. You got the masters in that, but you love doing what you do. So that does
exactly.
that-
So at that point, I'm gonna get my money. I'm not
Right.
saying you ain't gonna pay me.
No,
but I'm saying
absolutely
the
not.
amount
Absolutely
of it
not.
doesn't resonate to me more so than
So-
what I do for when I'm giving it out. Because
Okay.
in my goal, I want to sit in front of 30,000 people and do that shit. So I ain't got to worry about
So
what you gonna give me.
But don't be that DJ that's going to limit your
Oh, no.
access to what you deserve.
I
You know
agree.
what I'm
So
saying?
Yes.
DJs, I just want to know. So how do people get connected? How do you get a connection with somebody
said it.
else? How
You
do
said it.
You
how
said
do
it
you
already.
grow
What?
yourself?
Yeah, you
said
gotta
it.
just talk.
Put in
Like
the time.
you have the whole world in your palm, in your phone. It's so many ways you can just connect to people. You can search these hashtags. You can go to these open mics. The same amount of time and effort that you spend sitting around.
Okay, I'm not talking about the rapper. So
You just talking about people.
say I'm a person, I aspire to be a DJ. Say I look up to you. I come to you. How can I get myself acclimated to be a DJ? What is I may not know nothing.
Go meet the DJ when the DJ isn't
Working.
working. Go
false. Right.
Okay, I get that, but I'm saying
disagree
say
with
I
that.
hit you up on Instagram. What free game are you giving me?
I'm saying, if you serious about it, pull up.
Yeah.
Pull up.
Okay,
Don't,
but
don't
that's
sit.
but see that's what I'm saying.
Come
This is
into
what
the
I'm
lion-
saying.
come
If,
into the
some, if
lion's
somebody
den.
coming,
I see what you're saying. So, first of all, I'm gonna ask you, how much are you willing to
Down.
invest?
right?
Yeah, that's gonna be. another
That's
thing
the
I
first
ask.
question.
Okay.
Second question is, are you gonna be that person that's doing this for kicks? Or are you doing this because you're serious?
Right.
I've been in the game for almost 15 years.
Right.
And I've been doing this game
My
since
G.
since we were doing records. So meaning like I brought 3 crates of records. This fucking computer shit is like a to us. You know what I'm saying? Because we were the guys
Equal, I still love the vinyl though.
going up right.
But see, now they carry it for
plus.
fun. They do it
right. So now it's just a fun thing. But versus when we used to have to do this, where we used to need help, like
My
you
dad
have the
used to carry
extra
crazy,
people.
crazy,
You carry the
crazy
crew with you
stairs,
to do
boy.
this.
Hey, look,
So again,
Quad, the bad part is I got a question for you in this motherfucker, and it's not going. It's too short of a time.
All
Like,
right.
we got about 10 minutes, but go ahead. I want you to
But
finish
anyway,
this part, though.
I'm gonna fast forward past that. It's all about how you want to invest. Now, think about our time, 2006, and earlier than that, because I come from the DJ Dez's, the House Users, the DDTs, the Gary Chandlers, the Butters.
Yep.
When they were putting out mixtapes on tapes, not necessarily, these fucking MP3s and shit.
Talk
you know
to
what I mean?
him.
Now, when you had to actually go in and spend $200-$300 on records, because Friday night, it's going to be packed. You need all the hottest 12s that just came out. Yeah. This ain't a thing about going and burning this shit on Amazon or doing anything like that. I'm going to ask you, what are you ready to invest?
Right.
When I first started, I invested $3,000. Okay?
That's about a good number.
And that's not including my records.
That's equipment.
That's a whole nother situation.
That's
not including speakers. That's not including none of that. Needles.
Slip mats.
Needles, you're looking at another $200-$300. Slip mats, another $50 plus.
Unless you be one of the first guys with the laptop.
You know what I
when it
mean?
came
So
out.
let's not. Then when I saw the guy walk in with the Serato, and I'm like,
with the head, when the scratch
what's
live.
this? So now it was like that's when the T-shirts came out. Your girl prefers 12 inches. You know what I'm saying? Versus cats up there being on computers and shit. You know what I mean? Because we had a real beef about that Serato.
I watched
But
my
we
dad
turned
blow a check in
into
the
it.
DJ stop.
We got into it. You know what I mean? So we just said, all right, cool. Well, you know what? Let's get into it. And then once it became easier, CDJs came out, and then the controllers started coming out. But again, how much are you willing to invest? If you come to me and say, man, maybe like $300, I will hang the fuck up on you.
Right. But I respect that. I feel like that's good information that I feel like somebody that's wanting to get into it.
Because there's always somebody that can say, oh, man, I can rock a party with an iPod. No, don't do that. Don't be that guy.
You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose.
You got a question, babe, to end it out?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit this question. We're gonna end it out like this or whatever, man. If you could change the scene, especially here in Detroit, how would you do it?
That's a whole nother conversation.
Make it a long story.
Short and sweet.
A long story, less longer. Look.
Make more black-owned venues downtown.
Ooh.
I like that. My
Come
G.
on,
Air fist bump,
kid.
man.
You
Air
see
fist
it.
bump.
That's probably one of the biggest things lacking in our city is that most of the black-owned venues are all on the outskirt of the city. They putting them
On the
this
east
in
side.
hood, on the east side, deep west, and then they be like, oh, all the problems, all the issues. Through gentrification, they're forcing us back out to that part, to the middle of the city. So by downtown becoming, all of these new startup hubs of small lounges, they're great for all of the house DJs, those who aren't DJs of color. They're great for house and EDM.
Movement.
Yeah, movement.
Even though that's not what the people there want. But
Techno and all that other bullshit.
Right. They're catering.
I
They're
stopped.
catering. They're catering to those who are becoming the transplants in downtown again. But if we had more black-owned venues, in the midtown and downtown area, I think that would help out a lot.
Hey, yo, shout out to Bravo, man.
Yeah.
Getting ready to do something big. Getting ready to do something real big. Shout out to Bravo. Shout out to La Culture. And just a lot of just different people that are just trying to bring the city back as well. But
Ivy.
I'm just piggybacking off of
Mm-hmm.
I'm piggybacking off of Kid, because Kid is one of the elite DJs out here right now. I see him doing big things out
Told
here.
you.
He don't feel that way.
Yeah,
he
came in
Told
humble.
you.
You missed the humble beginnings at the beginning of the damn show.
You know,
it's
two people
okay.
at his first gig.
So maybe it was good that my son was like, hey, Pops, you ain't leaving yet. And I'm like, bro,
Stay here.
I gotta go.
Stay
And
here.
he's like,
I
no,
talk
you're
some
not.
shit. Nah, I talk some shit.
Nah,
him the skibbity
but
taps.
again,
Skibbity.
and don't get me wrong, I totally agree with what Kid's saying, but I want to have it to where it's more black-owned venues, but also at the same thing with people that have open ideas.
Yeah.
Because there's some people that just want to stick to a hub versus let's do something else. There's so much music out here. I don't want to just play just these hot songs all night long.
I want to push the envelope further to expand y'all ear for something way more bigger than.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I got you.
Exactly. Because some people are just gonna be like, well, who's hot? And if I'm not playing enough hot Detroit, enough hot top 40, enough hot this,
then you not a good. Then you not
they'll
there.
Look at you like, who the fuck are you?
Exactly.
You know
they looking at you like, hey, why y'all bring this man here? Like,
right.
You didn't play none of this shit.
Or they'll be like, or they call you Unc. Yo, man, you know, bro, Unc here, man. You know that nigga ain't gonna play
man.
And then I'll fuck him up real quick, and then
beat
they're like,
him over the
for
head.
real, like that. So I was like, yeah, exactly. You gotta study your music at all times.
Facts.
All times. And I mean, that's all genres. Because you never know who's going to walk up to you and say, hey, yo, I want you to do this 90s party. But you might not play 90s.
Yikes.
Look, so that limits your cash flow. That's something else for you.
That's a crosstalk right there. Come on, Dash. Let's go.
Mine is different. I want to break the stigma. Like I said, it's like we were talking about earlier. Whenever you take a Detroit person or artist or anybody who is a musician or anything that has to do with the craft, you take them out of Detroit, they immediately think they going to fuck my money up. They gonna do something bad.
You're right.
Yes, sir. But you don't have a reason to be scared. Nobody's gonna come here and scout us. They're not gonna come here looking for us. So we need to find a way to take that and push our people to take them out of being just Detroit based and show them how to take their asses in network and move in other places so we can go there. And now you ain't gotta come find us. We gonna find y'all because we already know we good at doing this. We need to find a way to be able to make that shake more because the best ideas they die with the best of us. We sitting on our motherfucking thumbs because you afraid to go to Ohio and push yourself a little bit more. You drive 8 hours to New York. Definitely like if I can get into a car and rent that car and I'm getting the hell on. I take my gear with me everywhere. I will stop in every other place. You need a DJ? Let's talk. Because I know you're gonna pay me more than they're gonna pay me in the city for the same shit.
Facts.
Right. That's one thing I admire about my homies in Chicago and DC. By the way, shout out to my boy DJ Flo. That's Shot Glizzy DJ. He just checked in.
Hey, Shot Glizzy.
No, yeah.
But in those cities like the LAs, the New Yorks, the Chicagos, the DCs, the Atlantas, the Miamis, those places have so many things going that as a DJ you can do 3-4 events in a night. Like my homeboy Flo in Atlanta literally will spend from 12 noon till
like 3 in the morning.
8 because you have the after hours.
After hours.
Right.
I'm like, bangers right there.
After
look.
hours in Atlanta goes from 2 till 7.
Yeah, clubs close at 3 out there.
Yeah.
Look.
And even when I was doing like more traveling gigs, I mean, like I had a straight shot of where I was doing work for a company, but also setting up a gig as well during that time. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Between Miami and New York, things of that nature, it was where I was traveling and I was going first class and somebody was just like, hey, you coming to Vegas? Cool, we need you to do like 5 events. So it's like, yo, I'm working till about 4. And they're like, cool, we're going to need you to about 4 tomorrow.
Right. They're like, so what? Let's go. Bring it together.
Bet. You know what I'm saying? So you could walk out of there like, yeah, I made $1,500 right here with my gig, but I also made another $4,000 by accident. Like, oh, okay, cool. But you got a whole nother connect as well.
Pause.
Wait.
When y'all hear, I know, because I want to hear, just real quick. When y'all hearing these numbers, don't think that this is the case for every single DJ. Equa has put in the work. He has the skill set. He has the networking skill set to command that type of number. So don't think that is just how you go
out here dropping 5,500 if you go to Vegas.
No, look, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That is not the case for every DJ. So please remember that. All right, go ahead.
All right, let me get my bills paid together real quick. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to people I need to shout out. You know what I'm saying? Because they make this thing happen or whatever, man.
Shout out to Lucky Strike Novi. What up, y'all?
Look, hey, look. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out Yum Shot. She's in the building with me. Anything y'all need, liquor-based treats, bartending, weddings, bar mitzvahs, anything under the sun.
Night in Wedding Wire
we
now.
are all the way out
Couples
there now.
Choice.
You know what I'm saying?
2
years in a row. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, please go ahead and support. That is Yum Shots at Facebook, Yum Shots at Instagram. We got a couple other things worked out for y'all with that or whatever. Wine Wild Landscaper. Shout out to my boy Jason Young. He is in the live somewhere, man. If y'all need anything done for y'all lawns, winter, summer, spring, fall, he's got y'all covered. Touch Events. Big bro right there to my immediate right, Mr. Controversy, man. If y'all need anything done event-wise, he is y'all man for that as well. You know what I'm saying? My DJ's in the building, dog. Shout out to all of y'all. Thank y'all for coming in to fuck with us, man. I appreciate it.
I'll be back.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, y'all coming back. We look, man. Look. I usually do a quote.
More time.
I I wish you had more time. Look, that's a goddamn movie
Just set
reference.
up
That's
a
a Man
party.
on Fire reference, man.
Just set
Look.
up an act.
No, look, seriously though, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take this out with this quote and then we're gonna go ahead and call it a night, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, please understand that if you not master your craft, then you are out here being lazy. Please dedicate more to y'all energy, y'all craft, the things that y'all love to do. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know who's looking, you never know who's watching. With that being said, I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in for another episode on Up and Up. I'm your host. Please be blessed. Have a great night. Thank you.
Later. Peace.
I'm in the boat with it. If you don't grind it, you can't relate.